Kia ora and namaste, and welcome back to EL Sport. Today we'll be looking at the Asia Cup, which is the final, and it's going to be between India and Sri Lanka. The final set to start tomorrow. In today's video, we'll be looking at some match analysis, head-to-head and ODI matches between India and Sri Lanka, the squads for both of the sides, and the match prediction from AL Sports' point of view. But before we get into that, let's look at some sports recap. The Basketball World Cup is finally finished with Germany taking the win, Serbia coming as runner-up, and Canada in third place. Black Caps Tour of England has finished this morning with the T20 series finishing tied. The ODI series will be won by England 3-1. The Rugby World Cup is still ongoing, with France beating the All Blacks in the opener and the All Blacks beating Namibia in their second pool match. The Black Caps Tour of Bangladesh starts on the 21st of September. That video will be coming soon, along with the Cricket World Cup, which is set to start on the 5th of October, with the Black Caps taking on England. Let's have a look at the finalist. The first finalist that we have is India. India is known for being an amazing side, having a lot of amazing players in the last years, along with their current squad, having the mighty Virat Kohli. Virat is an amazing cricketer. Everyone knows that. And speaking of their squad, let's have a look at the India Asia Cup squad. Proudly brought to you by AL Sport. We have the captain, Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, as I was saying, Virat Kohli, played for a long time, Shreyas Iyer, Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Varma, KL Rahul, Ishan Kishan, Hardik Pandya, Ravindra Jadeja, Shardul Thakur, Aksa Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, Mohammad Siraj, Prasidh Krishna, and the standby, Sanju Samson. Let's head back and let's have a look at the second finalist for the Asia Cup, and that is Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is known for being amazing. They have some of the world's top players in their side, including Kusal Mendes and some other players. And speaking of their squad, let's have a look at their Asia Cup squad. The captain, Dasun Shanaka, Pathum Nisanaka, Dimut Karuna Rate, Kusal Janith Bera, and of course Kusal Mendes, the vice captain of the side, Chiritas Lanka, Dhananjay De Silva, Sadira Samaravika Rama, Mahisa Teksana, Dunit Velagre, Matisa Patranana, Kasun Rajata, Dusan Hemanta, Benura Fernando, and Pramod Mudashan. Players to look at from that squad would definitely be Kusal Mendes and the captain, of course, Dasun Shanaka. They're all amazing players, but they are incredible. And now let's look at the last 5 ODIs between India and Sri Lanka. The last one was just a couple days back, between just about less than a week back, which was for the Asia Cup as well. India winning comfortably by 41 runs. The one before that was at the beginning of this year, where India and Sri Lanka played a 3-match series. The last one of those was won by India with a big margin of 317 runs. On 12th of Jan, India won by 4 wickets. 10th of Jan, India won by 67 runs. And on the 23rd of July 2021, 2 years back, Sri Lanka won by 3 wickets. What this tells us is that India has a huge, higher likely chance of winning the Asia Cup, with its 4 out of the 5 last ODIs being won by them, and majority of them by a huge margin. The one win by Sri Lanka was the one game out of the 5 that was actually DLS due to rain, So as long as there's no rain, I'd say India have a really good chance of victory, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like there will not be any rain due to the forecast. Speaking of the likely chances of who's going to win the final, let's have a look at the AL Sports Asia Cup Final India vs Sri Lanka match prediction, which is proudly brought to you by AL Sport. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So Asia Cup, we've seen in this year's the Asia Cup how well the teams have performed. We saw an outstanding victory the other day with Sri Lanka beating Pakistan. It was by a bare margin, but it actually showed the capacity and the power of the Sri Lankan cricketers. They're an amazing side. They've got the people, and it's about going out there and performing. That's going to be difficult for them. Every single time they've versed India, it's always been difficult for them to perform. With India's amazing batting lineup, it's always difficult. However, with India's incredible squad, having Virat Kohli, massive hitters, and incredible bowlers, they are one of the likely chances. But when we do talk about Sri Lanka's bowling attack, we love their bowling attack. They might just have some of the best bowlers in the world that are able to perform. The last time they faced India, they had a bowler that got 5 wickets in a 5-wicket haul against India, and I would say this is very difficult. So they have the bowlers, and I'm sure they're going to be very able to make an impact and go out there and play their best, and I'll never doubt that about Sri Lanka. And when their bowlers, such as Dunit Velalage, although Sri Lanka lost that game, he was awarded the player of the match for getting an unbeaten 42. And of course, his figures are 5 for 40. It just shows the class of some of their players. They might not have the best, but they do have the capacity to go forward. But because of the way India play and the amount and the players that India have, AL Sport has decided to predict that India will win the game, and the official prediction, if they bowl first, they will win by 3 to 5 wickets because of Sri Lanka's incredible bowling attack that they have. If they bat first, we predict they will win by 50 to 100 runs. If you like our match prediction, comment if you differ from the prediction, and let us know your reasoning. We strongly believe that this game will be a good one because Sri Lanka can never be underestimated. But AL Sport proudly thinks that India will win the Asia Cup this year. Anyways, thank you for choosing AL Sport, but before we finish off, let's have a look at some more videos. The Black Caps Tour of England is finished, but you can check out our YouTube channel for that. The Rugby World Cup has started with the All Blacks winning against Namibia in their second pool play match, of course losing the first one against France. Check out the whole schedule on our YouTube channel on that video. The Black Caps Tour of Bangladesh video will be coming soon, with that starting in the next couple of weeks. The Cricket World Cup will follow that. The New Zealand Summer of Cricket is coming soon, and the New Zealand Super Smash will also get started. Thank you for choosing to watch AL Sport. Make sure to check out the full Asia Cup squad of India on our channel page. You can do that, and you can also participate in the poll that will be released to see who will win this year's Asia Cup. Participate in that poll. And thank you for watching AL Sports. More exciting videos are to come. Thank you. And from here today, it's goodbye.